Hey everyone, Lulu Love is here and back with that ranking video with more cohesive thoughts about the 10 songs of at Vidbir. Side note, is it a little weird to anyone else that like we're kicking off with Vidbir rather than Festival de Genghis? Last time that Ukraine had the first national final of the season, there were 15 semifinals, but this time we only have 10 songs in a contest that starts in less than 48 hours. So let's go ahead and get into my ranking. Number 10, Alive by Demchuk. The song itself is fine. I do like Demchuk's voice, but lyrically this one's a bit cliche. I feel like I've heard this song before, and that there isn't really any distinct element to this song that makes it stand out to me personally. That being said, I could see this one like doing really well and charting decently in the US as well, like on like a country pop radio station. Number 9 is Kavita by tuzhu. I enjoy the heaviness of the music here. Like it's kind of got that heavy metal guitar, heavy instrumentation going on. The song itself feels very new metal because it does mix those metallic elements with kind of like a rap verse kind of going on. And I do like the kind of voice from both singers, but this was just one of those songs that's not for me personally, even though I can totally admit if this was like a few years ago, this probably would be my favorite. Number 8, Stronger by Angelina. So this is a case where the song just isn't for me personally. It's a self-empowerment song, which is a type of, music I'm not really drawn to myself personally. I'm usually not into this, and it has a lot of the cliches that occupy that genre, or that kind of song more like than genre, that I personally don't like and I personally don't click to. That being said, I really do like the pre-chorus, where like Angelina has those like lovely, very high notes, and then there's like a drum fill that kicks in. That's very enjoyable each time it happens. But overall, the song just isn't for me, especially with the chorus being mostly woes and stronger than you think. Repeated over and over again, it kind of makes me stressed after. Number 7, I'm Not Alone by Moisei. It's a little odd to see this song that I would qualify as a Christmas song. The first line does specifically reference Christmas, and it does have, a Christmas mentality. It does have a Christmas mentality to it as well. I mean, that's the time of year we're kind of sitting at right now. We're heading into the, Christmassy season. But yeah, it's just kind of weird to have a song competing to possibly go to Eurovision in May that says Christmas in the first line. You know what? That's just completely a side thing. For me, this one has a sentiment that I do appreciate. It's one where, you're by yourself, but you're not alone. It's kind of like repeated throughout the song, which is, even though I might be isolated from the people I love and the people I care about who care about me, I'm not alone because I still have their spirit with me. And I think that's an overall positive message that anyone can relate to regardless of where you're at. And yeah, it's just, this is a song that is fine. I don't really have anything against it. Let me be clear, I don't have anything against any of the songs. It's just, I find myself drawn to other songs more than this one. Number 6 is Oi Tuzhu by Oi Sound System. The song is like wild dances for the raver electronic loving kitties. I'm not gonna lie, it makes me giddy. The atmosphere on this one is so cool. It starts out on this like primordial, almost tribal feel, and then we get into the electronic beat drop that comes in before disappearing again, leading us to that really ancient kind of vocalization over top of some like discordant string. I know I'm using words that make it sound like, why do you like this? You're using words like discordant, primordial, ancient, etc. But there's something about the full atmosphere when you listen to this song in a whole that I find myself really drawn to. I can only think of a couple of things that make me think of this, and they're all like classical music pieces that kind of were groundbreaking for the time they came out. Number 5, Heart of Steel by Tvorchi. Overall, sonically, that is a solid package. It has that cohesive sound but switches things up consistently in a manner to keep me engaged throughout the whole song. I do like the more R&B vocalization styles, or more R&B vocal style we're getting over top of the whole song with those electronic beats. And there's like this organ bit, like a little bit of an organ breakdown that's like kind of gothy and cool. Along with having organ kind of occupying the lower register, at least it sounds like an organ to me. And it kind of fills up the song with this like enjoyable darkness. I find it to be really good, and like soundscape overall is right up my alley. The production is sleek and modern, and I don't really have a lot to say about this other than I really enjoy it. Number 4, When God Shut the Door by Jerry Heil. This is one of those tracks that like kind of tricks you for the first 25 seconds. You're like, okay, we're gonna go hang out, maybe in like a soft bit of piano ballady, and the beat kicks in, and you get something that's more drum and bassy, little trip hop esque, and we're treated to like that traditional vocalization, which, you know, it just, oh my gosh, Slavic women's choirs, they give me the tinglies every single time. So like just the harmonies are so beautiful. Um, and like the song's kind of chaotic in the best way possible. I kind of want to dissect every piece of the song to figure out what makes it work for me so well. It's kind of like a Ukrainian take on the diva dance from The Fifth Element. I mean, let's just go, instead of like an Italian aria, let's go with this kind of like traditional Ukrainian sound. So I love this one. Number 3 is Dovbush by Fiinka. So basically all my points from When God Shut the Door can be applied to Dovbush. But when it comes to the song, it's more heavily into those hip-hop vibes. And like this one has some horns going on, and I do love to hear some horns. I don't really have anything that I would compare this to, other than like the things I like about When God Shut the Door turned up just a little bit more. And when that tempo change happens, it's like the song kind of almost feels like it's falling apart, but it's put back together, and like everything's pieced together in a way where it's like oral kintsugi, just fabulous. Number 2 is Kolyskova by KRUTÄ. KRUTÄ has such a great voice. Like her vocal tone is very sweet and soft, and the song means lullaby. I looked up what it was called, like what it means, what Kolyskova means in English, lullaby. Totally get that vibe. It's got that softness to it, and with the bandura, I looked up what it was called, her instrument she plays. It kind of feels really well with that whole softness, and that kind of like, honestly for me, it has like the sweet tone and a sweet softness to it. The song is a very soothing quality, which when I looked at the lyrics, that I was a comment on my previous video, someone had translated the lyrics, and I was like, thank you. It's a very poetic take on acknowledging what's happening with the war that's occurring, you know, in Ukraine, and a child who would very understandably be scared in the situation. You know, country's at war, fathers off fighting. It's got that element going on, but it also uses illusions in a way that I feel like really work to give us overall, you know, really great package. And plus, I love KRUTÄ's voice. I'm not gonna lie. All right, and my favorite song this year is vdoma by Tember Blanche. So number 1, vdoma by Tember Blanche. I've seen the betting odds. I don't care. This is my favorite song, and I'm not sure why it's my favorite song, because typically I don't go for songs that use acoustic guitar as the primary instrumentation. Not only my cup of tea personally, but there's just something about the melody that feels familiar in a good way. It's a song I feel like I've heard before, but in a way that like it's kind of twisting on that. The voice is beautiful, just the vocal, I really do enjoy. I like how the song kind of builds. You get some strings coming in, you get some, you know, other stuff coming in. I'm sorry, you get like the bass, the strings, everything else coming in, but that very simple like guitar and voice, and that's how the song starts. That's how the song ends. It feels like it's all wrapped together in a pretty little bow, and it's just something that really clicked for me, and I find myself enjoying it a lot, even though it's something I normally wouldn't be drawn to. But yeah, those are my thoughts about the 10 songs competing at Vidbir 2023 in my top 10 little list there. Overall, I think this is a really good national final. There are no songs I dislike here. It's just there are some songs that are more my personal taste and some songs that aren't. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe. I'll be here all season, hopefully, giving you guys Eurovision videos. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye!